5 months in football can fly by in no time, but 5 months is all we have to save Everton from relegation. Roughly 5 months of football has been played and Everton find themselves rock bottom in a spot of bother with only 6 points to their name and their 32-year Premier League status hanging on by a thread. A 10-point deduction has made the situation a lot worse. What Sean Dyche was doing, we don't know, but we are tasked with creating a life-saving tactic. Can we save Everton from relegation within 5 months? So, we have 5 months to save Everton from this absolute mess. They're currently on a 6-match losing streak, but don't worry. We are here to help save them, where we have to play Wolves next, then West Ham, Manchester United and Fulham. We do have Manchester United in the FA Cup round, but we're not going to play that game because our main focus is saving Everton from relegation. In these episodes, we will be playing around 3 to 4 games and then returning back after a certain day. But if you are a member on my Patreon, you will get to see every single game because I am going to play every single game. There will be 3 or 4 in the YouTube video, but the rest, those background matches, will be bonus content available on my Patreon, so make sure you go and check it out and support your boy. We have 5 months to save Everton from this absolute mess and we have to come up with a life-saving tactic. First, we have to assess the squad and see who the better players are within the squad. What I've done is sorted the squad out by ability, who the coach thinks are the better players, and then I've selected some of them to try and build a tactic around them. It is unlikely we will be using the 4-4-2 formation, but these are the players I'm looking to build around. Now, I've actually selected 10, so I don't feel we have to do much or spend a lot in the transfer window. We do have some money to spend in the transfer window, around 15 million. I have sent in a few loan offers, but we're going to look at that in a little bit more details in just a moment and why I selected those 3 players to try and bring in. But now it's all about creating that life-saving tactic by getting the best out of our better players. Because I rate Beto fairly highly and Calvert-Lewin, of course, we will be using a 2-striker formation. I feel that's going to be best for Everton. It also allows us to play slightly differently. We can play short passing, but we can also play direct and get the ball from A to B straight into our physical strikers. Looking to create the tactic from scratch, we can start with Jordan Pickford in goal. He's going to be a goalkeeper. We could use a sweeper keeper. He does like rushing out. He's got a fairly high tendency, but I'm not a big fan of his composure or his acceleration. Mykolenko, the left back, is going to be a fullback on support. His dribbling is on 10, but his marking is on 14 and tackling on 14, so is his positioning. So I feel actually he's more suited to a more defensive or a more cautious role rather than attacking. But for Patterson, we are going to use him as a fullback on attack. He does like to cross, he can cross. His dribbling stat is not too bad, but you can see he's fairly an attacking fullback with his off the ball on 13 and he's fairly quick. At the back, the 2 centre backs, we're going to mix it up a little bit. We've got 1 central defender and we've got 1 ball playing defender helping us progress play with the football. Look, lads and ladettes, we're in a relegation battle, so I want to protect our defence as well, and we're just simply going to do that by dropping these 2 central midfielders, and now we've got 2 DMs. This is now looking like a 4-2-4 formation, so what I'm going to do is push Danjuma up and this right winger. The only issue is we don't really have a right winger. Onana, he's probably going to be our best midfielder, so I feel let's find a role that is best suited for him. He likes to dribble, his first touch is decent, and he likes to run with the ball through the centre. For me, this is screaming a Segundo Volante, and we're just going to use him on attack for now, looking to get him further forward and joining the front 4. This means it's going to be wise to use his defensive midfield partner as a defensive sort of player. We've got a few roles: defensive midfielder, a ball winning midfielder, or a halfback that looks to drop deep into the back 3, which is something that we are going to do. So if we create another tactic slot where we can create our movements with Onana getting further forward, Patterson getting further forward, Mykolenko supporting, we're going to need someone in our rest defence that can hold his position and make sure we don't get overly exposed. In possession, he will look to drop into the back 3, and we're hoping Onana at the moment doesn't move too forward too quickly. With the balanced mentality, we hope that we can sort of control that. So hopefully he can stay in around in this midfield area here, and our rest defence is looking, well, fairly decent. We can stop counter attacks, especially if Garner then pushes up to stop that counter-attack. Danjuma is fairly quick, he's got decent flair, he likes to dribble, but his finishing isn't too bad. So we have a possibility of playing him as an inside forward or an inverted winger on attack. But I do feel that is going to be decided depending on the roles ahead of him. Beto, he likes to jump, of course, decent heading as well. You know what? Let's just put a target forward because, like I said, it allows us to play more directly. We can get the ball from back to front fairly quickly. And his strike partner isn't going to be another penetrating striker. We've already got one striker penetrating. We're just going to have one dropping deep and collecting the ball. And I've fallen in love with a complete forward recently. So we are going to try and use a complete forward. After a few games, if it's not working, we can tweak and change it, which means this is now perfectly suited for Danjuma to be an inside forward, where now, again, going back to our movement, we can get Calvert-Lewin to drop further deep, with Onana actually being as a segundo volante. He can make this sort of overlapping or underlapping run in and around Calvert-Lewin, but also can Danjuma. He can cut inside and then now exploit that space created by Dominic Calvert-Lewin. So things are looking nice and things are looking juicy, but we still have one problem. What are we going to do as this right winger? Now we've got Dwight McNeil who can play on the right wing, but I don't actually like his acceleration. He's not very explosive enough to play on my flanks. He can pass, first touch, off the ball. Oh, wait just a moment. Maybe he can play attacking midfield. Is RDF cooking? I do believe he's actually a better attacking midfielder than he is a winger. So if we go to Dwight McNeil and we can create this sort of asymmetric tactic, which is more suited or perfectly suited for Everton. And now it sort of makes sense. Now Patterson's got this whole flank to get further forward. McNeil can drift in and around this little pocket here, supporting Beto. Calvert-Lewin drops deep. Danjuma gets, I mean, this formation is all of a sudden starting to look slightly tasty, but we still have team instructions to sort out. Because of my preference, our attacking width is narrow. This just allows us to be a little bit more compact actually in possession, tightening those spaces in between our players. If we do play a bit wider, it will create gaps in between our players. If we lose the ball, we can get exposed on a counter attack, and of course we do not want that to happen. Attack down the flanks, we are going to look to get the ball out into those wider areas when we are attacking. That also allows us to naturally put more crosses into the box. We are using an inside forward and no winger on the right hand side, so we don't have any attacking players naturally looking to cross the ball. So if we do get more focus down those flanks, we can get the ball into those wider areas, and hopefully our players will just naturally decide to cross the ball a lot more often, or slightly more often. The passing tempo, or just tempo in general, is on slightly higher. The passing directness, which is left out on standard, we can mix it up, play it short or play it longer into our attackers, and we're just going to operate with a slightly higher tempo with floated crosses in the final third. When we are crossing the ball, get the ball into our two strikers to win that header. In transition, counter press and counter attack, once we lose the ball and win the ball back, the goalkeeper will look to distribute the ball quickly and roll it out, or we could just leave it, again giving him that decision to either roll it out shortly or kick it long into our target forward and complete forward. Lastly, out of possession, we are sort of high pressing a higher defensive line as well, squeezing those spaces in between our lines with the trigger press on more often. We are dropping off more though. If our press is beaten, then we will be happy to defend, drop back and defend our box. So this is the tactic. In the Patreon episode as well, I will be going more in depth with the player instructions, as we do have some player instructions as well, but that would be for the Patreon bonus content. For now though, we will be looking at some of the transfers that we are looking to bring in. Fabio Cardozo, who is a centre-back who can also play right-back if we need to, because that is an area where we are light. So if we do look at our squad, we've got Seamus Coleman and we've got Nathan Patterson. It is Nathan, right? Yeah, Nathan. Thank God for that. But Coleman, for me, isn't really physically ready for this relegation battle. So I am looking to sort of replace our backup fullback. And for left-back, well, we kind of only have one, which is Mikalenko. Ashley Young, again, isn't necessarily a out-and-out left-back, but also physically, he's not in the greatest shape. So therefore, it does make sense that we are trying to bring in a sort of defensive-minded right back, but he can also play centre-back, helping us there, and Fran Garcia, the left-back, who can help us on the opposite flank. One thing I'm also looking at is their personality. Fairly professional. Cardozo is resolute, and Mario Pasalic, attacking midfielder, is fairly professional. So we are getting some strong personalities in as well. Fran Garcia, the left-back, can also speak English. So to Fabio Cardozo, so to Mario Pasalic, something that I find very important as well. They can come in, mix in, blend in with the squad straight away. Because of injuries to Danjuma, Doucouré and Onana, this is the team that we have to line up with. McNeil is now on the left-hand side with Dele Alli in attacking midfielder. Now, Dele Alli has to show me something. He has to show us something in this relegation battle. But let's get stuck into this game. So let's go. The biggest game so far of our career is our first game. Wolves away from home, who currently aren't on great form. But Everton are on worse form. We've lost all of our last 5 games, which isn't encouraging at all. But there is a new manager. Can we get a new manager bounce? Wolves are currently 16th in the Premier League, with Everton rock bottom on 6 points, and the team that are 19th are on 11 points. So we do have some catching up to do. But here is the first game. Come on, boys. Here's James Garner, Calvert-Lewin early on. Here's Beto on the ball. Plays in a lovely through ball to Patterson. It's Calvert, it's 4! It's 13 seconds into the game! And what an electric fire start. What a move! What a move that was from Everton. Here's James Garner, Calvert-Lewin dropping deep into Beto. And then Beto plays a through ball into the attacking fullback Patterson. The plan just worked absolutely perfectly there. It's only 30 seconds into a game. Wow. What a start. What a start. So we have to keep an eye on Fulham and Luton's results around the ground. Luton are currently losing 1-0. Fulham are away to Manchester United, so hopefully Manchester United could do the job there and absolutely smash them. Fulham are currently 1-0 at Old Trafford, and that is not a result that we wanted to see. Here's João Gomez. Boys, don't let them play through you. Come on. Oh, it's too easy. It's too easy. Dyer with a shot. Oh, Pickford with an unorthodox save. Sarabia crosses it and easily gathered by Pickford. Oh, what a tackle by Garner. Here's Calvert-Lewin now. Here comes Everton on their counter-attack. Who's he going to find? Calvert-Lewin's on the right-hand side of the pitch. He is our left-sided striker. Here's Godfrey. There it is. The rest defence, guys. I did mention, what did I say about the rest defence? If we lose the ball, can we have enough players to stop that counter-attack? Calvert-Lewin, here we are. Ben Godfrey in a very important position to stop the ball going to Mateus Cunha. Here's Godfrey running with the ball. Has a shot over the bar. So it's half-time. Wolves 0, Everton 1. What can we say? What can we say? We've pumped our fists, and we're just going to start this second half. Here's Nathan Patterson. Dele Alli now. What's he going to do? Go on, Dele. You got to show me something. Ben Godfrey. Here's Nathan Patterson. James Tarkowski. Patterson. I like it. I like it, boys. Nice and calm. I like it. I like it. Let's not lose the ball, though, in a very important position. Dele Alli's through. Dele Alli's through. Hard and low, boys, please. He's whipped it back. Nailed the back post, and it's 2-0. What a move again from Everton. A lovely run from Dele Alli and a cross into the far post. He did float it, but it wasn't to our physical strikers. Instead, it was at far post to Dwight McNeil, who actually has 11 jumping reach, if I remember correctly, which will outjump most fullbacks, but Max Kilman is actually a centre-back. It doesn't matter, though. It doesn't matter. It is Wolves 0, Everton 2. Big goal as Fulham are still beating Manchester United. How are they doing that? Says Bueno. Lovely interception by Dele Alli. Here comes another counter-attack by Everton. Wolves are starting to lose their possession. Here's Dele Alli, catches the ball. Patterson plays it nicely into Godfrey. Godfrey's got some space to have a crack. And yeah, we're going to have to tell some players to shoot less often, because what are these long shots? Wolves with the corner. Pablo Sarabia, if they score now, it is a bit... Yeah, there's a goal. Max Kilman. It's now squeaky bum time in this game. We've had opportunities to sort of score another goal here, but we haven't taken them, and Wolves have now pulled one back. So I'm just gonna, fire up. Should I fire up the boys? It's a relegation battle. Let's fire up the boys. Let's fire up the boys. Oh no, this is not nice. Doherty, Max Kilman. I was just about to make a sub. Please don't score now. Please don't. Bueno. Yes, well done. Let's make that sub now. So we're going to take off Dominic Calvert-Lewin. We're going to bring on Chermiti as the target. Forward James Garner is a bit tired as well. We're going to bring on Andre Gomez. And Dwight McNeil's knackered, but we don't really have another winger that I'm confident of bringing on at this moment. Hopefully those subs can help us just get this result. We need a result. The result is so important. Oh no, that was the last kick. Phew, that was the last kick of the game, and it is Wolves 1, Everton 2 in the opening game of the season. Next, we do have Manchester United, but that is in the FA Cup game that we will be skipping. And then after that, we do have West Ham at home, which is a fairly winnable game. So I'll see you there. In the FA Cup, we lost 4-3 to Manchester United at Old Trafford. Admittedly, we did get absolute battered. But we have a couple welcomes. Welcome Fabio Cardozo, who has made his way to Goodison Park. But also, so has Fran Garcia from Madrid to Goodison Park. But now we do have West Ham at Goodison Park. Can we carry on our winning start in the Premier League? We're at home, it's time to pump our fists, and we're trying to get some revenge because I do believe West Ham beat us at their stadium. Now it's time for us to beat them at ours. I did almost forget to show you the squad. Danjuma is back from injury, but Fabio Cardozo has been given a start as Nathan Patterson is injured. So looking at, oh no, West Ham with the attacking corner. Mikalenko heads it out. Ben Godfrey, why has he headed it there? Lucas Paqueta. Great tackle, Dele Alli. Now let's go on the counter attack. Thank God for Pickford. Thank God for Pickford. Here comes Everton on the ball. Here's Jared. Plays it into Tarkowski. Tarkowski has Patterson free. Patterson, it's not even Patterson, it's Cardozo. He's screaming for the ball. Here's Mikalenko. Jared. Jared's going to bring the ball forward, plays it into Garner, Garner into Beto. That's lovely football. Dele, lovely. Calvert, lovely! Absolute stunning football there by Everton. That is what RDF came in to save Everton. That is how you do it. Beto dropping deep to get the ball into Dele Alli, who's taken Beto's position and plays it into Calvert-Lewin, and he beats his centre-back Alvarez and smashes it past Areola. Everton 1, West Ham 0. It's another decent start here. It was a decent start by West Ham actually, but Everton did get the goal. It's Ward-Prowse, Johnson, Alvarez, Johnson. There's Murphy for Everton. It's a bit of a weird signing there by West Ham. Offside ref, offside ref, offside. Jared Bowen has put the ball in the back of the net, but I do believe it's offside. The referee confirms it was offside. Luton are at home to Bournemouth. It's currently 0-0 in that game. And Fulham, where are Fulham? Are Fulham playing? Yeah, Fulham at home to Wolves. Here's Danjuma with the through ball into Calvert. Calvert, what's he going to do in this attack here? Danjuma back from injury. So it's 1-0 at half time. I believe we've got more. We've got more. I think we're doing well, but we can definitely find another gear and take charge of this game. Our right back is nervous. Of course, it's his debut. So we're just going to put our arms around him and we're just going to say, hey, look, no pressure. No pressure. But the midfield, I'm going to pump their fist and keep going. Keep going. There's more in that tank. What's he going to do? He holds up the ball, plays it into Jared. Jared now for Mikalenko. He's going to drive forward, plays it into Danjuma. He whips it. Calvert, it's 2. Yes, Dele Alli. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Dele Alli has to show us something. And I've got into his head. He's showing us something. It's now Everton 2, West Ham 0. Mikalenko drives forward, plays it into Danjuma, puts in a decent cross. Calvert-Lewin misses it, falls nicely for Dele Alli, and it's now 2-0. That puts us, or gives us, a decent lead in this game. Fulham are still 1-0 down at home to Wolves as well, and I need to check on the Luton game. Here's James Garner though. Danjuma. Calvert-Lewin. Well, it's the big show. Come on, boys. Dominic Calvert-Lewin now. It's Everton 3. West Ham 0. Oh, we missed Danjuma. I mean, we haven't even get to use him yet. It's our first time using him. But clearly, we are missing him because the attack down the left-hand side is firing. Today, Luton are currently 0-0 still at home to Bournemouth. But here is Murphy. A clean sheet would be absolutely fantastic. No penalties, please. No penalties. Phillips into Emerson. Drives forward. Surely he's going to have a shot. Oh, I mean, no. I didn't want him to have a shot. It's now Everton 3, West Ham 1. He just drives forward. Again, it's a bit too easy, but, you know, I can't be too harsh. I cannot be too harsh. It looks like Danjuma. Oh, no. There's so many throw-ins. Why is there so many throw-ins to West Ham? We're going to invite and trap inside, so we're just not... I'm trying to stop these throw-ins. God damn. Here's Jordan Pickford, kicks it long. Can we win that? Oh, no. Why are we giving him that time to control the ball there? Here's Paqueta, well done. Cardozo on your debut. Here's Tarkowski now. Plays into Cardozo. Oh, Godfrey, come on. Here's Dele. James Garner. Plays it into McNeil. Here we go now. Here is Everton. In their finest form. Here's Mikalenko. Whips it in. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and that's 4. That should be game over. Is it offside though? It is going to VAR. It's going to VAR. It's going to VAR. Oh, goal awarded. Oh, how we needed that. How we needed that. We weren't giving away possession needlessly. West Ham were getting back into the game. A lot of throw-ins for West Ham today as well. But it doesn't matter. It is now 4-1. Well done, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Is that his hat-trick? That is his hat-trick. A hat-trick today. Absolute fantastic from him. Fulham are still 1-0 down, and Luton are currently 0-0 still at home to Bournemouth. Let's make some changes. We're going to take off the right back on his debut. We're also going to bring on Frank Garcia for his debut, and we're going to take off James Garner as well. Drop Segundo Volante. So we've dropped 2 attacking duties, trying to just get this 4-1 result now. Lucas Paqueta. Hard and low. Danny Ings, what a brilliant save. But Luton are 2-1 up. 2 late goals in the 84th and the 90th minute, with Wolves 2-0 up as well, away to Fulham. But that wraps up today's game. We have managed to beat West Ham 4-1 at Goodison Park, but Luton did also win. Fulham dropped points, which means we're in touching distance now of Fulham, but we still have that 5 points gap between us and Luton. Can we catch them? Our next challenge is now Manchester United, but we also have another player to welcome. Mario Pasalic is going to help us in attacking midfield. Now, that might be our business done, but you can see here, we've got some clauses to cash in. So if we just cash in these clauses and see how much we would have had to spend, I mean, £20 million to spend in a rebuild, that would have been tasty. So this is the team that we're going to go with for the Manchester United game at Goodison Park. Cardozo keeps his position at right back as Nathan Patterson continues to recover. Onana is back, which is a big boost for Everton. Danjuma is starting again with Dele Alli continuing or keeping his plays. Even though we did design this with Dwight McNeil in mind in attacking midfield, Dele Alli has been in good form, so we are going to leave him there, and we are going to get stuck in now into this game against Manchester United. They do have both left backs injured. Both Shaw and Malaysia are out, so should we try and be cheeky and try and attack down our right hand side, which is, yeah, we're just gonna try that. We don't actually have a right hand side, but you know, let's try and do something cheeky and funky today. This is the Everton squad. Let's go. Luton have conceded an early goal here. Oh, 2 early goals now. It's Luton 0, Manchester City 3. Come on, let's go. What is the Fulham score? It is, Watkins got sent off for Villa against Fulham. And we are currently 0-0 against Manchester United, where nothing is happening. And we are going to demand more from the boys, where they have a corner. Cardozo heads it out. Dele Alli. Danjuma, hold it up. Hold it up, son. Here's Onana. Oh my God, are we going on a counter-attack from their corner? It's Danjuma. It can't be. It's Danjuma. Oh! What a goal! What a goal from Danjuma! What the hell just happened? Now, when the AI have a corner, you just know it's hearts and mouth times. You don't know what's gonna happen. It's rare that you go on the counter attack and score, but that's exactly what happens. Well done, Ali. Well done, Danjuma, for that counter attack. It's Everton 1, Manchester United 0. Wow, wow. Wow. So that goal was the only highlight of that half, and I am not complaining at all. Hands together, tell them I'm happy, I am happy. Here is Everton now with another attack. Onana, James Garner, Tarkowski, back to James Garner. Oh my days. Do not lose the ball here though. No. Okay, why has that happened? We are using a ball-playing defender. Maybe he's trying to hold it and dribble or something. I don't know. I'm just going to ask him to dribble less. What the hell was that? That was very, very scary. It is Luton 1, Manchester City 5 now. Aston Villa and Fulham are still goalless, 0-0 in that game. Here's the lot. Garnacho now for Manchester United. He whips it over the top for Martial. He's surely going to get there. Martial pulls it back for Wan-Bissaka. Another great save by Jordan Pickford. I'm going to have to use a shout here. Fire up the boys. Every time I'm about to make a sub, they go on an attack. Well done, Pickford. You know what? Let me try and make that sub right now. Every time I go about to make a sub, it seems like they're just about to score. So Fabio Cardozo, I'm going to put you on support. We're going to bring on Mario for his debut. The Doucouré is also back as well. Should we give Onana a little break? It's not like he's having the greatest game today. So that's what we're going to do. No pressure. And Jordan Pickford with the goal kick. Kicks it long. Calvert-Lewin. Heads it onto Beto. Onana just taking it off Danjuma. Penalty, ref. Something. Float across. Float it. No. Onana has scored. Of course. Typical Football Manager fashion, where you're just about to sub a player and he goes and scores. Gives you a dilemma, a headache, but I think I'm going to continue to keep him off, because actually what I want to show you in my team is that a lot of players aren't match fit, and we need to get these players match fit and ready for the running towards the end of the season. That is very important. So it's likely that we are also going to set up friendlies with the under 20s, but you can see here Doucouré, Pasalic, all these players aren't actually match fit. So we're also not getting the best out of the tactics. So if we can win these games now, I mean, it's promising for the future, because when our players are finally match fit and ready to go, we can get better results. Here's Garner on the ball, I believe. Yes, it is James Garner. I mean, he's doing his exercises. Look at the momentum. It's been literally all Everton today. And yes, Fulham have also lost, and Everton have climbed up a position. Jared, come on, boys. Clean sheet, please. Mikalenko, Danjuma. What a flipping... Oh, unlucky Pasalic. Onana. Varane now. Kicks it long for Martial. Mikalenko wins the header, but it falls to Wan-Bissaka. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Here's Onana, Casemiro. So I feel this is a Manchester United attack, but can we just not concede, please? Pickford, though, to be fair, has made some very, very good saves since we've taken over. Beto has another shot. Let's go! And that is Beto's first goal. First goal of the season. First goal for Everton. No, it's a comeback. What has Onana done here? Oh, Onana tried to punch it and it's hit the post. It 3-0 to Everton. Oh man, the worst thing, I was literally just about to moan. Why are you shooting from there? Just so Everton 3, Manchester United 0. Jordan Pickford, the man of the match. I told you how important Jordan Pickford is. I can't believe that goal has gone in. So we have one more game to play, which is Fulham away from home. That is, oh my God, the biggest game. Can we make it 4 wins out of 4, or is that too much of an ask? You know what? If we do drop points in this last game, even though it's against Fulham, it will be fairly annoying, but we couldn't have asked more here. We've got 3 wins on the bounce. That last goal has absolutely taken me. I can't lie to you. Fulham did lose against Villa, and Luton have also lost to Manchester City. Honestly, that last goal in that game has absolutely taken me. I'm sweating, I've got tears in my eyes, but we do have Fulham away from home as our last game of today's video. I will play 5 games, I'm going to say in the background, but I will play 5 games on Patreon. So that will be Aston Villa, Tottenham, Crystal Palace, Burnley and Sheffield United. And we are going to return for Brighton, Luton, Brentford and Nottingham Forest. Oh, I mean, the last episode of this is going to be mental. Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool and Arsenal as the last 4 games. My God, I am not looking forward to that. Big game this, you know. Absolute big game. And of course, we have to look around the grounds to see how Luton and Bournemouth are doing. Bournemouth at home to Aston Villa, and I believe Luton are away to Chelsea at the Bridge. Here's Calvert-Lewin looking for Dele Alli early on. Tarkowski picks up the ball, drives it to Onana. He plays it back to Jared. Jared forward to Mikalenko on the left-hand side. Plays it forward down the line to Danjuma. It's one-on-one now with Tete. Here's Onana inside the box. Oh no! He finds Calvert-Lewin and it's an early goal for Everton. It's Fulham 0. Everton 1. Calvert-Lewin with his 10th goal of the season. He loves playing under RDF. Of course he does. It's now Fulham 0, Everton 1. I think I've said that twice now. And it's Calvert-Lewin who smashes it into the net past Bernd Leno. Early goal, which is very much needed. That goal does put us 18th now, slightly above Luton, and we're just above Luton on goal difference here. It's another, these throw-ins are driving me insane. How can one team or so many teams just get so many throw-ins? Where's our throw-ins? Why is the AI getting so many throw-ins? Here's Tete. Oh, Nana with the ball tackle, but picks up the ball by... That's not a penalty. No way. Absolute no way that's a penalty. You know what? I don't understand. I don't know how I can minimize. You can't stop throw-ins, of course. Invite, trap inside. But there must be a way to kind of lower that number. It's just so many throw-ins from the opponent. No penalty, I didn't think so. Chelsea have gone 1-0 up against Luton, but Bournemouth have also gone 2-0 up now against Aston Villa. But here is Dele. Oh, how's it? Why would you do that? Why? Why would you? Oh, why would you do that? Here's James Garner with a corner. He's going to whip it in. Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Here's Onana. Danjuma inside the box. He's got time. He's got time and he finds the back of the net. We really needed that goal after getting the man sent off just before halftime. I cannot believe Dele Alli has just done what he's done. I'm going to go very defensive just until we get to halftime. We cannot concede right now. Conceding right now will be the absolute worst thing to do. But it's Danjuma making it 2-0. I cannot believe Dele Alli has just done that. No, another throw-in. Oh. One of these throw-ins are bound to go in. It's just, come on, man. It's just... Oh. We make it to halftime, just about. We make it to halftime. We're in the dressing room. I'm going to have to tell the boys, keep going. You're doing brilliantly. And we're going to drop one of the strikers as well. We're going to get Mario on. Oh, whoa. I've taken off the wrong player there. Put Calvert in the middle. And then bring on Mario as well. We're going to leave our mentality on defensive for a few moments just to see how the game's going. And then maybe we can boost it up a little bit as well after. Because we don't want to invite so much pressure. But here's Danjuma on the counter-attack. Picks up the ball, driving forward. Ref, red card. Danjuma's still got the ball. This guy, it's Mikalenko in the box. It's Calvert-Lewin, it's 3! Fulham 0, Everton 3, 10 men. Everton are fighting for their lives at the moment. Well, Danjuma, it might be my favourite Football Manager player. Mikalenko, this is going to make it 4 wins out of 4. What a start. What a start to this challenge. This is meant... Oh, no. Maybe RDF is speaking too soon. Webster. Oh, yes, Cardozo. Here's passing it. Red card! Red card! Get him off! Get him off! Get him off! Get off! Sorry for the shouting, but they sent off our player. I mean, it's only right. They get a player sent off as well. So, around the grounds, Everton are obviously 3-0 up against Fulham within the bar. Calvert-Lewin heads the ball over the bar. So it's 3-0 Everton, but also Bournemouth are winning. The Luton score. Luton are currently losing 2-0 at Chelsea. Andres Pereira whips it in, and Fulham have pulled one back. Annoyingly, we just need these clean sheets, man. Why is it so difficult to get one right now? I mean, we are Everton in a relegation battle. So we're going to make a couple subs. Bring on Chermiti for Calvert-Lewin, and also bring on a fresh right back, Ben Godfrey. I feel now we can boost our mentality, right? Because it's 10 versus 10 now. We don't have a... Okay, 2 corners and Fulham are into the game. Just like that. Just like that, Fulham are in the game. I've dropped my mentality down back to cautious. Danjuma with the free kick. Whips it. Chermiti hits it. Oh, what a strike. Yusuf Chermiti comes onto the pitch and absolutely hammers it against Bernd Leno. It's now Fulham 2, Everton 4. Oh, man, this game is absolute nerve-wracking. Absolute nerve-wracking. Oh, what a finish, though. What a finish. Bournemouth are still 2-1 up. Chelsea have scored another goal, so it's 3-1 in that game. This game is about to end. Bournemouth have obviously got their 3 points by scoring a late goal in that game in the 95th minute. Bernd Leno had an awful game, thank God. But it means that Fulham 2, Everton 4 puts Everton touching distance of safety. Unfortunately, though, that wraps up today's episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Those of you on Patreon, make sure you check out the bonus content. I will be uploading it later after this video goes out. Oh, actually, let's look at the Premier League table. So that puts us 23rd, 3 points behind Bournemouth. They got a very good win against Aston Villa, actually, but we're not safe. Fulham 4 points behind us, Luton just 1 point behind us, and we are 3 points away now from safety. I will see you guys soon. Don't forget, if you're not on Patreon, go and check out the Patreon if you want to support it and see out or check out the bonus content there. I'll see you guys soon. Stay safe. God bless. Peace out. Boop.